There comes a time when the daughter of God is called to resurrect her mind. Resurrection is the changing of form, from earthly to heavenly, from darkness into light. Jesus is the master of transformation and resurrection. Jesus invites the daughter of God to call upon him throughout her day. Whenever a negative thought arises, all she needs to do is give it to him. Negative thinking is toxic because it depletes us. It drains our energy, it causes fatigue, and it holds us into limitation. To live in negative thinking is to be disempowered. As each negative thought is transformed, we gain that leaked energy back, and so we become restored and empowered. Jesus is the master of freedom and the master of ascension, and so we can pray for his assistance in bringing freedom and ascension to the mind. Our mind controls our whole life experience, and it's through Jesus that we can stabilize in truth, both in our hearts and our minds. Jesus can be our constant support. We don't have to go through personal transformation on our own. It becomes too much to carry, it becomes so heavy. Jesus is here to take the weight and to guide the transformation and the resurrection of our minds that leads to a whole new reality, that leads to heaven on earth. With Jesus, it's easier. All we need to do is hold him close throughout the hours and the minutes of our days. When triggers arise, the daughter of God remembers that she's not alone. Jesus sees all of it. Rather than reacting, this helps the daughter of God to let things go. She gives it all to Jesus, who already has observed all of the situation, all of the triggers, and all of the thoughts. As soon as the negative thought arises, the daughter of God can visualize Jesus in front of her. She can lock eyes with Jesus, and immediately it helps to shift the toxic thinking. In that locking of eyes with Jesus, she gives him her toxic thoughts, and he transforms them. She doesn't even have to ask him. It's a constant agreement that she has in place. As soon as she turns her eyes to him, she feels lighter, and the heaviness of the mind is released. She can then be gifted a prayer or a higher perspective, and she avoids that downward spiral of toxicity. She's able to stabilize. When we can sustain a steady heart and a mind of love, we step more fully into heaven, into our true divine God-given purpose and life. With this in mind, here is a prayer that can help with the process. You can speak it once or multiple times, whatever feels good for you. Jesus, I pray that you guide my mind so that it can renew, so that I can quickly and easily turn negative thoughts into positive ones. I pray for your light to illuminate a better perspective, one that is lighter, more full of light, one more full of love and freedom. Help me to place and hold my gaze upon you throughout my days, and remember to give all my fear and limitations to you, Jesus, the master of transformation and the master of resurrection. Help me to lock eyes with you, in the understanding that as we lock eyes, I am giving you the toxic thought to transform. Thank you for being my support so that I don't have to carry my personal transformation on my own. Thank you for being my guide in the renewal of my mind. Thank you for stabilizing me, Jesus, and rooting me so deeply in truth that I am quickly able to recognize fear-based thoughts and immediately give them to you. As I give them to you, I ask you to show me a higher, more loving perspective so that I can hold a steady heart and a spacious mind full of light. I believe that you, Jesus, can turn all pain into beauty, all fear into freedom, and all limitation into expansion. I acknowledge you as the master of resurrection and the master of freedom. Jesus, thank you for all that you are. Amen.